Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into something fascinating, the surprising dynamics of brainstorming, what actually works, and, maybe more importantly, what quietly kills creativity.
That's right. It's often the subtle things that make the biggest difference.
Exactly. We're pulling some great insights today, especially from Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabon, to help you spot the behaviors that, really open the floodgates for ideas.
And also the common traps, the ones that shut things down before they even get going.
Right. And this matters because, well, getting this right can completely change your meetings, your projects, maybe even just how you tackle problems day to day.
It really can make a huge difference.
Okay, so let's get right into it. If we strip it all back, what's the fundamental principle? What makes great brainstorming actually work?
Well, it really comes down to creating an atmosphere that is genuinely free-flowing and absolutely non-judgmental.
Non-judgmental. Okay.
Yeah, it's about letting thoughts happen spontaneously. People need to feel they can participate without fear, allowing that originality to just surface
Yeah.
without instantly evaluating it or boxing it in.
Right. No immediate, that's a good idea or that won't work out.
Exactly. Postpone the judgment. It's crucial.
So theory makes sense, but what does that actually look like, in a meeting? What are the specific things people can do to actively support that flow, the sort of adapted behaviors?
Okay, yeah, there are some practical things. Three key actions, really. First, and this might sound a bit odd, is just throwing in a word completely out of context.
Out of context, like just a random word.
Kind of. It sounds random, but it's actually a technique. It jolts the brain a bit, forces it to make new connections, sparks associations you wouldn't normally think of, shakes things up.
Interesting. Okay, what else?
Second, try proposing the opposite of an idea someone just suggested.
Ah, okay. But not like criticizing it.
No, definitely not criticizing. It's about exploring the inverse. Thinking, what if we did the complete opposite? It just opens up totally different paths, new perspectives you might miss otherwise.
Okay, I see. Exploring extremes. And the third one.
The third is about building. Add a complementary idea. Take what someone else said and, add to it, make it stronger, expand on it a little.
So it's collaborative.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
reinforces that feeling of we're building this together, which is great for group creativity.
Okay, those make sense. Now,
Yeah.
this is where I think it gets really interesting. We've all been there, right? The brainstorming session where the energy just evaporates.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So what are the things people do, maybe without even realizing, that actually suppress that creative flow,
Yeah.
the not adapted behaviors?
Right, the creativity killers. There are five really common ones. The most obvious, perhaps, is criticizing an idea right there and then,
Kills it instantly.
instantly. Evaluation has its place, but it's after brainstorming, not during. Second is that really rigid turn-taking. Okay, you go, then the person next to you.
Oh, the round robin. Yeah.
It just destroys spontaneity. The flow is gone. Third, and related, is forcing participation. That whole everyone must say something at least once rule.
But that would create so much pressure. People just clam up or say something, anything, just to tick the box.
Precisely. It causes anxiety, and the quality of ideas often drops. Voluntary input is almost always more authentic, more useful.
Okay, so no forced turns, no forced speaking. What else?
Fourth is jumping straight into sorting or judging. Let's put the good ideas here and the bad ideas there, or positive, negative boards.
Again, bringing in evaluation way too early.
Way too early. It completely contradicts the whole point of free ideation. And finally, number five, making people explain why they suggested something.
Asking for the justification.
Yeah. Brainstorming thrives on speed, on gut feelings, instinctive contributions. Asking why slows the pace right down and makes people second-guess themselves. It discourages those quick, maybe even half-formed ideas that could spark something brilliant.
That makes so much sense. You're basically putting the brakes on the whole process.
You really are.
So wrapping this part up, for you listening, if you want your next idea session to be truly successful, what's the big takeaway? How do you apply all this?
The core principle to remember is this. For brainstorming to really work, it must be free, it must be fast, and it must be judgment-free. Simple as that.
Free, fast, judgment-free.
Yes. Every single one of those not adapted behaviors we talked about, criticism, rigid structure, forced participation, early sorting, demanding explanations, they all introduce evaluation or structure or pressure.
And those are the enemies of creativity in this context.
Exactly. They are completely counterproductive to generating that initial burst of raw ideas. You have to consciously create that safe space where any idea, truly any idea, is welcome.
It's fascinating. This deep dive really highlights that sometimes maybe the best way to foster creativity is simply to get out of its way, to trust that free-flowing process.
Let it happen.
But it definitely leaves me thinking, and maybe you too, what subtle habits or unwritten rules might you be bringing into your own creative sessions, maybe completely unknowingly, that are actually holding back the best ideas? Something to reflect on.
Absolutely. Self-awareness is key.
For more foundational insights on effective project management and really nurturing that innovative spark, we strongly recommend checking out Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabone. It's a fantastic resource.